नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति-वेदान्त-स्वामिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा, you are all welcome for Srimad Bhagavatam morning class at Sri Krishna Balanam Temple, ISKCON, Vrindavan. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 11th chapter, the pastime, childhood pastime of Krishna. And we are discussing today the verse number 28. Now you meditate, let us meditate that after the deliverance of two twin Arjun trees, or when the two huge trees fell down, the whole Nandagaon senior members gathered together and they had a meeting. And they were discussing so many difficulties and troubles are one after other disturbing our two darling Krishna and Balaram. So the thing which really we should meditate is the whole Gokul was simply concerned about the welfare and safety and service of Krishna and Balaram. They were the center of their all activities. And they were discussing the Upananda, who was the senior and wise member of that assembly, was suggesting that we should move from here. We should leave this place. So this is the one simple statement that for the well-being of Krishna and Balaram, they were ready to give up their homes, their land, their all immovable properties, and they were ready to move to some other place for one baby's protection. So this is a Krishna consciousness actually. This is the way our life should be molded that the Krishna's pleasure is our purpose of life. If Krishna is happy, then we are ready to do anything. So now they are thinking where we will go. So one option was go back to Nandagaon, because that was their forefathers' old residence. But because of Arishtasur, they left that place earlier. And Arishtasur is still alive. So they said, we cannot go there. So where should we go? Then the senior member of the assembly is suggesting that we should go to Vrindavan. From Gokul to Vrindavan. So this is the verse. Vanaṁ vṛndāvanam nāma paśavyaṁ nava-kānanam gopa-gopī-gavāṁ sevyam puṇyādri-tṛṇa-vīrudham vanam, another forest, Vṛndāvanam, nāma, named Vrindavan, paśavyam, a very suitable place for the maintenance of the cows and other animals. Nava-kānanam, there are many new garden-like places. Gopa-gopī-gavāṁ, for all the cowherd men, members of their families, and the cows. Sevyam, a very happy, a very suitable place. Puṇyādri, there are nice mountains. Tṛṇa, plants. Vṛndāvana, and creepers. Srila Prabhupada's translation. Between Nandeśvara and Mahāvana is a place named Vrindavan. This place is very suitable because it is lush with grass, plants and creepers for the cows and other animals. It has nice gardens and tall mountains and is full of facilities for the happiness of all gopas, gopis and their animals. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Vrindavan is situated between Nandeśvara and Mahāvana. Formerly, the cowherd men had shifted to Mahāvana, but still there were disturbances. Therefore, the cowherd men selected Vrindavan, which was between two villages, and decided to go there. So, translation says between Nandeśvara and Mahāvana. Nandeśvara is Nandagaon. The three mountains or hills in Birja are the three great presiding Guna avatar, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, in the form of the three hills, are serving and relishing Krishna's pastime. Nandeśvara is Nandagaon's mountain is called Nandeśvara. Nandi-Ishwar. Nandi means the carrier of the bull, and Ishwar means Lord Shankar. Nandi-Ishwar is Shankar. And Barsana mountain is Chaturmukhi Brahma. And Govardhana, for us devotee, is none different than Supreme Lord. But for the gopis, it is Haridas Varya. So Nandeshwar is on one side and Mahāvana is on the other side. Mahāvana is the name of Gokul. Gokul is Mahāvana. So between the Nandagaon and Mahāvana, there is a place called Vrindavan. And they decided to move. So early, Prabhupada is formerly, cowherd man had shifted to Mahāvana. And then Prabhupada, but still there were disturbances. It means there were disturbances in Nandeshwar. Therefore they shifted, but still there are disturbances. So they wanted to come to Vrindavan. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, we cannot go to Nandeshwar, somebody told. When the meeting was going on, somebody said, we will not go to Nandeshwar again. Our old capital. So, Nandagaon was the old capital of Maharaj Parjanya, the father of Nanda Baba. This was their old capital. Because we fled from there and came to Mahāvana out of fear of Arshtasur. It means Arshtasur as a demon was already there creating disturbance in Nandagaon. This Vishwanath Chakravarti is giving insight why we don't want to go to Nandeshwar again. Arshtasur is still there. We don't want to go elsewhere because we don't like it there. Therefore, a place between Mahāvana and Nandeshwar is most suitable for living. A place between Mahāvana and Nandeshwar. These are the words in a commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, which Srila Prabhupada has put as it is in the translation. This is the parampara. So he has used these words too in the opening of translation. So Vrindavan is between Nandeshwar and Mahāvana. Considering in this way, he spoke this verse. Vrindavan is beneficial for cows, paśavyam, and filled with fresh gardens. Paśavyam, cows and fresh gardens. What was the word for fresh gardens in our verse? Nava-kānanam. Nava-kānanam. Nava-kānanam, there are many new garden-like places. Nava means new, Kānan means forest. Now Srila Jiva Goswami writes, Niti Shastra means moral codes, says, Nasamikshaha param sthanam purvam ayatanam tyajet. What it means? One should not give up one's previous place of residence without finding a better place. You can only shift to the other place which is suitable, then you leave the first place. So you should not give up your position or place till you get the suitable place. That is a Niti Shastra, right? So don't go to other place. And normally said you can only walk, you can take the back foot only when you fix the front foot on the ground, then you can take the other foot. So this is a normal Niti Shastra. One should not give up one's previous place of residence without finding a better place. In response to such an objection, Upananda, so this verse is spoken by Upananda, the elder brother of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda is a middle one. Two are elder, two are younger. But they all enthroned Nanda Baba as the king of the Birjamandal. Upananda described a new place. According to Padma Purana, Kartika Mahatamya, This forest belongs to Vrinda, who attend an intimate relationship with Lord Krishna. So the Vrindavana belongs to Vrinda, Vrinda Devi. This indicates that it was free of all disturbances and endowed with all good qualities. The forest is described because it has water and grass, causing good health. It is beneficial for cows, paśavyam, for the cows and other animals. There is good grass and there is a water. It is beneficial for cows. It is new forest, nava-kānanam. It is a new forest. Whereas Mahāvana is old, where we are living every day, our cows are going. So it is old. Vrindavan is a new forest. Mahāvana is old and worn out since all its new shoots have been torn up and crushed by the cows. Well, this is a philosophy of caring for cows. The cows must move from one place to other place, usually for grazing, because one day where they go, they eat some grass and then with their hooves, most of the grass is also crushed. So for many years we are living in a Gokul, Mahāvana. So here grass is now not suitable for the cows. So it is now old. Let us go to the new place. And also if you change the position of the cows from one to other place, where a cow is still, that place become actually fertile. You go to other place and then that place will be for cultivation. This is the way they move the cows from one to other place. They had lived in Vrindavan previously. They have lived in Vrindavan previously. It was useless for grazing because of overuse. So this is actually, we don't have that arrangement for the cows, modern civilization. Earlier, cows should be kept in one area for a few days and then move to the other areas. In this way, after a month you come to the same area, that area will be ready for the fresh things. So this is the way actually they graze the cows. So they were living in Vrindavan earlier. It was known to them. The forest could be used by cowherds. This indicates that one need not to fear fiery wild animals. There is no wild animals there. It has pure mountain grass and shrubs. It has pure mountain. It says pure mountain. What was the word in the verse for pure mountain? Puṇyādri. Punya. Pure mountain. And what is that mountain? Govardhan. So it has pure mountain, grass and shrub. The vowel added to the Virudha is a poetic lesson, or it can be derived from the Virudha, which means shrub or creeper. Prabhupada translated as a creeper. Virudha. The mountain grass and shrubs were all pure, since many famous trees are located there. Though poisonous plants sometimes grew there, they also become pure by birth there. This is very interesting. In Vrindavan, even the poisonous plant are there, they become purified because of the influence of the place. It means even, this is about plants, even about the human beings. If they are impure, they come to Vrindavan, they will be purified. Those who are born in Vrindavan, they are fortunate. That's what even for the plant it is so elevated, so what about the human beings? So most of you living here and you have children born here, so they are fortunate. So they are speaking about though poisonous plants sometime grew there, they also become pure by birth there. Krishna speaks to Balaram in Harivans about Vrindavan. Now the glories of the Vrindavan are narrated by Krishna himself to Balaram in Harivans Puran. Shroyate hi vanam ramayam priyapata-tṛṇa-samsatam. Is a very almost 10-12 Sanskrit couplets. I'm just reading translation. Hear about the pleasant forest named Vrindavan, Krishna is saying, covered with plentiful grass, with tasty fruit and water. The forests are without thorns and crickets, and endowed with best qualities. So Krishna is glorifying Vrindavan forest. It is filled with kadamba trees. We have one. This kadamba tree, huh? It's a kadamba. This is tamal. This is tamal. Right, this is tamal. It's filled with kadamba trees. Tamal is Krishna and kadam is Radharani's color, right? Huh? Yeah. It's full of kadama trees. This is Jiva Goswami. All these our acharyas and manjaris, they are more focused on Radharani's service. That was their mood. So this is a kadama trees and reside on the bank of Yamuna. It has cool, pleasant breeze and manifest all seasons. It has beautiful secondary grooves which gives joy to the gopis. So there are secondary grooves which gives joy to the gopis. Where are they? They are in Govardhan. Not far away, not at a very edge, and not in the middle, somewhat to the side, the huge mountain Govardhan, the son of Mandra mountain. So Krishna is saying Govardhan is within jurisdiction of Vrindavan. Not far, but just little side, there is a mountain called Govardhan. Son of Mandra, it says son of Mandra mountain. We know it's a Drona mountain. With its high peak shines a banyan tree named Bhandir. Bhandir what? A banyan tree called Bhandir. And it is like a dark cloud in the sky. The tree is so huge that you look as if there is a huge cloud in the sky. And this tree, towering a yojan in height in middle of the forest. A yojan in height means 1 yojan is equal to 8 miles. 8 miles. 8 miles tall tree in Vrindavan when Krishna Balaram lived here. It was Dwapar Yuga. The people were up more than 8 feet height. The trees were also very tall. And you look 8 miles up, it is a cloud. The cloud is usually how many kilometers? 2-3 kilometers out. Yeah, it comes more little down, then there is a downpour of water like anything. In Bombay sometime there was a cloud came little down and it was all big flood there. Couple years back, right? The mountain, if the cloud come little lower than its normal range, then it just, it's called what they call, the cloud is bursting of the cloud, and there is a torrents of the rains. Bhandir, Govardhan and Bhandir are the king of the forest. So on this side is a Bhandir one, and in this side is a Govardhan. Bhandir tree. Bhandir what? This said, the Govardhan and Bhandir are the kings of the forest. Which Bhandir? Yeah, but anyway, I'm other side of the Yamuna, Bhandir, we know Bhandir place. The Yamuna flows there, giving happiness. So what is in Vrindavan by now? Krishna is telling to Balaram, Govardhan is there, Yamuna is there, and Bhandir, what is there? What means banyan tree? Actually, these are the three places which Radharani wanted that I know. Krishna said, I have to go, it is my time to appear in on the planet. So, what about you are coming? He said, how can I go to some place where there is no Govardhan, where there is no Yamuna? So Krishna has arranged the Yamuna to manifest here and Govardhan to come here. So here Yamuna, Govardhan and Bhandir. And Bhandir, what we know for one specific pastime. What is that pastime? The Brahma arranged the marriage of the Krishna with the Srimati Radhika. So this is the jurisdiction of the Vrindavan. Govardhan is within Vrindavan. Jiva Goswami writes, Govardhan is within Vrindavan. For Skanda Puran says, Aho Vṛndāvanam ramyam yatago varadhano girihi. There is a place in Vrindavan where Govardhan also resides. Tatra is repeated in relation to the Govardhan in order to connect it with Vrindavan. It also said in the verse that Bhandir is with Vrindavan. It may be explained as follows. How is it here? It is on the southern bank of Yamuna, 2 yojan from edge of Vrindavan to the north, and Bhakta-kirdak sthana. So what is now? It is also said in this verse that Bhandir is also. It may be explained as follows. It is on the southern bank of the Yamuna. Southern bank of Yamuna. This is south. So Govardhan is on the southern bank, right? Southern bank of Yamuna. South of the Yamuna is Govardhan side, right? Yes. Because Bhandir is on the north. This is south. So then, 2 yojan from the edge of Vrindavan. 2 yojan means 16 mile from edge of Vrindavan. So the 16 mile edge of the Vrindavan is Govardhan, right? How many miles from here? So 16 miles perfectly, it is 2 yojans, not beyond that. 2 yojan means 16 miles. Now it says from the edge of Vrindavan to the north, and this is the whole area. And a Bhakta Kirda, this whole area is called Bhakta Kirdanka Sthan, a place for the play of the Krishna with his devotees. So north and south is 2 yojan, means almost a 16 mile area. Even now, the place is famous with local people. According to the scripture, the tree measures 1 yojan in breadth. According to scripture, some part of the tree is on the one side of the Yamuna and some part of the tree is on the other side of the Yamuna. When we go in one forest, what is that big forest after this chhata inside, when we go, there is one banyan tree. What? No. They said the branch of the tree was the other side of Yamuna. Krishna used to go from the branch of the tree to the other side of the Yamuna, and there's a huge banyan tree there. Huge gaushala there and big forest. Our parikrama goes and stays there, Birj Mandal. Next to? Not, we are on this side of the Yamuna. This is our Shergand after Akshavat, right? Akshavat in a, which forest is that?
Some scripture told this part Akshavat comes to only Vrindavan and some told it is Vrindavan.
So that's what they are speaking here. That some branches on the other side of the Yamuna. This is inconceivable. Vrindavan, the one meaning of the Vrindavan, it shrinks and becomes too small, and usually in night it becomes too small. Krishna can go from one place to other place, like 1 foot here and other foot there. And in the day it becomes too big that Kansa and his demon cannot find where is Krishna. This is actually what Vrindavan means. It's like, it becomes like a lotus. In a night it closes like this. So Krishna, even if he from Nandagaon, he can come to the Bansi but here, which is maybe say to 40 kilometers. It's one is next foot he is here. And in the day it becomes so huge as the lotus open, and the demons, they run behind Krishna and they were gasping and they die, they never find him. This is Vrindavan. This is the one meaning of the Vrindavan, that according to the desire of Krishna, it's like a lotus which closes at night and open in the day. This is the one wonderful commentary given by the Acharyas. Vrindavan is like that. Otherwise, how in a night Krishna comes and then goes by the early morning back to the Nandagaon? Is coming here and all this is possible. According to scripture, the tree measures 1 yojan in breadth, with 2 yojans distance from the edge of Vrindavan. The total is 3 yojan. Vrindavan is 5 yojan in breadth, making a portion to the north of the river 2 yojan. In Gautamya Tantra, Lord says, Pancha yojanam evasti vanam me deha rupakam kalindyam shushumanakya parama amrit vahini. Vrindavan, another form of my body, Krishna is saying. Well, this is very, I think very seriously we should hear this Gautamya Tantra verse quoted by Jiva Goswami. Vrindavan, another form of my body. So Vrindavan is Krishna's body. Deha rupakam. So we are living in Vrindavan. So Krishna is actually holding us on his lap. This is the lap of Krishna. We are on the lap of Krishna in Vrindavan. It's the body of the Krishna. So we should be really a very humble, submissive, affectionate, loving servant of Krishna, and all our activities should be to please Krishna because we are on the lap of Krishna. So Vrindavan is body of Krishna. All activities in Vrindavan should be completely purified and sanctified. Our actions, because we are living in Vrindavan, means on the body of Krishna, which means on the lap of Krishna. Is 5 yojan wide. So Vrindavan's diameter is 5 yojan wide. 5 yojan means so 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers. 40 miles. The Yamuna flowing with the sweetest nectar in the middle like Sushumna cord. Sushumna cord is like in our body there is a spinal cord. So for the Vrindavan, Yamuna is a Sushumna cord. It is in the middle almost. It is sometimes like a parting of a hair. It's like that. In the middle of the Vrindavan is Yamuna. By saying that the Yamuna is Sushumna, it is also indicated that Yamuna flows in the center of the Vrindavan. That is also indicated in Harivansa Purana. It appears like the part in the woman's hair. If a river is in the middle of the Vrindavan, it can be explained as follows. Because the tree spread 1 yojan in breadth and height on the bank of Yamuna, it also spread on northern bank of the Yamuna, because its long branches spread over the Yamuna. Thus the 2.5 yojan of Vrindavan are on the southern bank of Yamuna and 2.5 yojan of the northern bank of Yamuna. So now the conclusion Jiva Goswami is giving of the 5 yojan total diameter of Vrindavan. The 2.5 yojan is on the south side of the Yamuna and 2.5 yojan is on the north side of the Yamuna. There are other descriptions of Vrindavan. In the verse like puṇyādri-tṛṇa-vīrudham, in this verse there is a puṇyādri-tṛṇa and vīrudham. And in verse 27 also there is nadyo adriyaha khagaha mrigaha sadya avalokayai. This is 10:15 also there are some verses. The described area is larger than 5 yojan. It should be understood that area outside 5 yojan are also included as Krishna's place of herding cows. Because there are 2 things in Birj. One is called Upvan. The one is for herding cows and Upvan is for residents of the cowherd people. So there are other people for herding cows and these people places for the residents of the Birjabasis, gopas. It should be understood that the area outside of 5 yojan are also included as Krishna's place of herding cows and casting his merciful glances. Following the previous calculation, starting from the Yamuna, Vrindavan is spread on north bank for 2.5 yojan and in the direction of Govardhan, just as bank of the Ganga is spread out but is considered Ganga. So it's like on the other side is up till Govardhan, which is in Vrindavan, as the branch of Ganga is called Ganga. So this is giving analogy, something like that. Though Govardhan is situated at the side of the Vrindavan, it is like Mandra mountain for Krishna. In Varaha Purana, only some places like Kalya-Hard are included within Vrindavan. Kalya-Hard is here, it was not included in Vrindavan, it's outside that boundary of the Vrindavan. This is, in Varaha Purana, only some places like Kalya-Hard are included within Vrindavan. It seems to be contracted area. The main distinction of Vrindavan is that this place is ruled by Govinda. Presiding deity of the Vrindavan is Govinda. Like presiding deity of Mathura one is Keshav Dev. Govardhan is Hari Dev. So these are the presiding deity of all these forests. So the main distance, the main distinction of Vrindavan is that this place is ruled by Govinda. And how many meanings of Govinda we know? Govinda, to give pleasure to the cows, give pleasure to the senses. And what's it? Senses, attract the senses of the devotees. When Govinda was manifested to Rupa Goswami, he was actually meditating and the cowherd boy came there and then he thought, well, wind is like he was in a meditation. And the person came as cowherd and he spoke about a cow giving milk at a gomatila. So it means Govinda. By the message of the cowherd, the samadhi of Rupa Goswami broke. Therefore it is called Govinda is manifesting. So this is the meaning given of the Govinda there. And there is another meaning also given in the appearance of Govind Dev. On that day, appearance of Rupa Goswami, we are discussing about Govind Dev's appearance. And it was interesting that this cowherd man who came to the Rupa Goswami was actually herding 500 cows of Rupa Goswami himself. There's a new information that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami that you take care of all the sadhu living there, saintly people, provide them milk and everything. So whatever the 25% wealth Rupa Goswami kept for the future, he has 500 cows here which was maintaining all the Brajavasis. This is the, there are some other insights about the Rupa Goswami's and Govind Dev's appearance. So this is the one meaning Govinda. Samadhi of Rupa Goswami was broken by the information of a cowherd man. And he thought, okay, it means Govind is appearing. It is the sign that Govind Dev is appearing, manifesting. And then Govind Dev manifested. According to the Varaha Purana, Khadirvan and Kamyavan as well as other forests are separate. Khadirvan and Kamyavan. Khadirvan is where our Loknath Swami used to have his bhajan kutir, where there is a Kishori Kund, where this deity of Loknath Maharaj Goswami appeared. This is the place Khadirvan. Khayore, huh? This is, and which demon came and Krishna delivered that Bakasur came in Khadirvan. You all are living in Vrindavan. Everybody visited Khadirvan? Khadirvan. Other files are separate, though this is different from the statement of Harivan. Sanatana Goswami writes same thing. This means it was superior to Mahāvana. There are new grooves, nava, which have sprung up now spontaneously for Krishna's playing. Or there are 9 forests, nava-kānanam. In this word there is a nava-kānanam. There is nava-kānanam. And Srila Sanatana Goswami presents 9 forests. Nav means 9. Like we have Navadeep. So nava-kānanam has 2 meanings. New forest and 9 forest. 6 such as Tal 1 and 3 without darkness of munja grass. Some forest where there is no munja grass. Munja grass is not good. In a munja grass, the cows, there was a fire, right? At the second fire of the demons. So munja, there is no. Mountain like Govardhan, grass like Darba and Kush, bushes like Vishnu Parana, which are excellent for the generating punya. Sanatana Goswami is speaking about these words of the word. What is punya? Mountain means Govardhan. And nice grass for the cows is like Darba and Kusha. And bushes, which is the last word of the verse, Virdha, like Vishnu Parana. Some bush is called Vishnu Parana. And they are purifying, excellent for punya. Our places has a pure mountains, whereas other places do not. Because mountains are pure, pure trees are included in it and not mentioned separately. Okay, then same description by Krishna to Balaram about Vrindavan is there. Thus the forest is useful for cowherd for bhakti. Sanatana Goswami writes, thus the forest is useful for cowherds for bhakti. Or out of attachment they can always enjoy there. There are no violent animals. Those animals which are normally enemies are friends. Vrindavan, normally animals which are enemies become friends. This is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 13, 60. Cow are mentioned twice, paśavyam and sevyam, in a verse, to indicate easily available grass and water near Govardhan, which nourishes the cows. Are among the animals, pashu, the cows are the chief. For their benefit especially there is a grass and water. So here ends the commentary of the Acharya about Vrindavan. And Krishna Balaram, for their safety, and immediately after this decision, they said, okay, now pack everything and sit on the bullock carts and let us move. They decided immediately. And then they took their bows and sword and they cows in front, and they started moving from Gokul. They crossed the Yamuna and they came to the place what is called Chatikra. Nanda Baba had his all, so there's no need actually for any wall and other things. On the other one side are the Tharani plant, other side they had their own bullock carts. So they made the thing like that, and they stayed there here. And simultaneously from Raval, Vrishabhanu Maharaj, who is friend of Krishna and friend of Nanda Baba, father of Radharani, they also moved from there to a place called Basoti. Basoti is from Radhakund. When we come from Radhakund, the place comes Basoti. So Vrishabhanu Maharaj came and they made their residence at Basoti, and Nanda Baba stayed here. And because Krishna was going and coming here with Balaram and cowherd for playing, so this is Ramanreti. And Srila Prabhupada selected this place for Krishna Balaram temple. So we are right at the place where Krishna Balaram has his pastime with cowherd boys and herding the calves and cows. And this is Prabhupada's one beautiful song. When I will go behind Krishna in a cowherd pasturing grounds. This is Prabhupada's bhajan. When will I get the opportunity to go with the cowherd Krishna into the pasturing grounds? This is his meditation on this Ramanreti. And he established Krishna Balaram here. And we all are fortunate that Srila Prabhupada has given us this wonderful place to relish and to inspire all the people coming here about Krishna consciousness. Perfect our life and preach. Janam sarthak kari kar parupkar. And then there is a Gaur Nitai. We have to tell this is the place of Krishna Balaram, and the same are Gaur Nitai, and they have given us the best method of chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, sab bolo. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vrindavan Dham ki, Krishna Balaram ki, Jai Gaur Premanande. So they decided to come to Vrindavan. So Krishna and Balaram is coming to Vrindavan tomorrow from Gokul. Get ready to receive them. Once in 96, we had a Rath Yatra in Mathura, and the slogan was Krishna and Balaram coming to Mathura again. After so long, 5,000 years. So whole Mathura people really came out on the roof of there, and they had so many flowers showered that the chariot of Jagannath was just moving on the flower petals. This was first Rath Yatra, where 108 countries, devotees having their flag of their country, an elephant, and on the top of the elephant, our Tatpar Maharaj was sitting on on the top of the elephant. So that was the so they said Krishna Balaram in coming back to Mathura. So Krishna Balaram is coming to Vrindavan. Be ready to receive them. Hare Krishna. I'm sorry today, just Vrindavan description was too technical. So 5 yojana of Vrindavan, some on one side of Yamuna, some on other side of Yamuna. Govardhan is included in Vrindavan. Yeah, Govardhan, the Leela of Krishna's lifting Govardhan is when they were living at Chhattisgarh. It's 7 years. 7 years means they lived here for 3 years and 4 months. So already they lived in Gokul for say 3 years and half a year, something like that. So almost 7 years they were here, and then they moved to Nandagaon. The last, from Nandagaon, Akrur took the Krishna to Mathura from Nandagaon. So from there, from Vrindavan they moved to the Nandagaon. So 3 places of Krishna's pastime: Gokul, Vrindavan and Nandagaon. Gokul is for childhood pastime, Vrindavan is for herding cows with the cowherd boys, that is Sakha Bhav or friendly, and when they are in Nandagaon, and also here sometime, there is conjugal pastime with the gopis. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any question or comment or some blessings or words of wisdom? So Vrindavan is 5 yojana, is the body of Krishna. Those who are living at Vrindavan must be conscious of that. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.